Now we're going to get the destination file ready. I've been using a demo account and I don't currently have an open shell. So we're going to do a little pretending here. And I want you to pretend that this is a clean file. It's a brand new QBO file and it does not have any data in it. And I'm going to show you how to prep the file. It's very important that you spend a few minutes running through the file to make sure that the settings are going to match what you have in the originating file. And this goes for whether you're using a Rewind QBO copy or whether you are doing a manual process of creating a new file from an old file. We're going to go into the settings, and then we are going to go into account and settings. We're going to give that a second to populate. We're going to make sure that if we are not using Rewind copy, that we get the logo in, the company info, the business information. This front page needs to be recreated if you are using a manual process. It does not need to be recreated if you are using Rewind copy. Head on over to sales. You are going to have to import your forms from your old QBO copy. They are going to come over from your Rewind, so you don't need to do that. But you do need to make sure that you check that some of this setting, just double check that it came over correctly once we're in the verifying. But in the meantime, most of this information is going to come over in a Rewind copy. It is obviously going to have to be completely recreated if you are using a manual process. Same in the expenses. And then QuickBooks payments, you're going to have to set that up again in the new file. And then whether you are using Rewind copy or whether you are using a manual process, you are going to have to come in and do some of this information. If you are tracking classes, make sure that you turn it on. If you are tracking locations, please make sure that you turn it on. If you are using projects, turn them on. Time tracking, multi-currency. So these are the biggies. So any of the modules that need to be turned on, make sure you turn them on. Same if you don't have sales tax turned on in the new file and you use sales tax, please go in and make sure that you turn on the sales tax module. So essentially, if you're not using Rewind copy, you need to go in and redo all of these settings. If you are going to be using the Rewind, and then you're going to have to do all of these settings for sure. If you are using Rewind, you are only going to have to toggle on the modules that are not naturally going to be turned on.